crowd is a... Here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Heat right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start on this road trip.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business. Show you can win those games on the road and keep that momentum.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. Tonight, a battle of up-and-comers. It'll take a lot of energy, Steve, but also some mistakes.
Yeah, turnovers for young guys, that's usually what turns the game around. And you can see the lack of experience. They miss their defensive rotations, and then when the game gets tight, they started to force shots. And it's fun to watch these kids grow up. But if I think of your coaching staff, you're trying to speed up their experience because it's probably not fun to coach when they're youngsters.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got that one up quick. Towns has got his first 3 points of the game.
And Ball sets up his teammates. And when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And the basket is good.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Harrell. Towns with the steal.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Offensive rebound. Morris outside. Fires for three. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. To the paint. Harris. And Maker sends it back. Smart wide open. He fires. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Not a fast start here for the Heat. Looking for their first basket of the game. Thompson in the corner. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Here's Maker. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Morris with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Whenever a guy is open, Conley will find him. He has a talent for getting the ball to his guys quickly.
Down low. And here is Ball. Conley grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open. Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Harrell, that's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Knox. Back to Smart. To the wing on the left. Maker, no one around him. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. 8-point game. Pulls up on the elbow. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense has to be better. When he gets those looks, he usually knocks them down with ease, like he did there.
And the basket by Knox. Knox has got his first points of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Thomas. To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And the dunk by Maker.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Plumlee. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Thomas. And another basket for Miami. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Gordon. In the corner, Smart with it. Pass to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And already a leader at such a young age, Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Outside Thomas. Harris inside the line. Misses off the right eye.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Cleaning the glass, I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early, and aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Pass to Knox. To the right side. Back to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson sinks the triple. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Harris. Inside. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 8.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Towns with the bucket.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And Harrell slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Pass to Winslow. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Outside, Towns. To the middle. Johnson. Rebound by the Heat.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
Minnesota calls timeout.
A tremendous floor leader. Amazing that Conley's only averaged around 6 assists a game for his career.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Steve, you're talking about Conley, a guy who gives you much more than what you see on the stat sheet.
What he does, he controls the pace, the rhythm, understands how to manage the game, and he does it all with great efficiency.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Outside Thomas. To the paint. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it home.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Minnesota with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they hold the lead.
And it's LeVert missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Minnesota. 6-point lead. That one falls. Ball's got his first points in this one.
And Ball showing some killer instinct there. A solid athlete who knows how to score through contact.
Here's Thomas. Here's Plumlee. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Thomas to the inside. Plumlee. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Plumlee's got his first points of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That spot is as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
The Heat have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. The open shot by Smart. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
For Minnesota, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Ennis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for Ennis. And so he makes both from the line. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here is Maker. Defended by Lynn. Lynn with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Thompson. Pass to Lynn. Shoots over ball. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
In transition, here comes Miami. Lynn's running. Here's Thompson. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Lynn. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Maker hands it from downtown. Maker's got 14 points.
And there's where, if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Back to Lynn. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The Timberwolves get it back in a new 24. Ball with it. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Winslow.
It's important for Winslow to make this. When the defense tries to entice you to take it, he has to knock it down.
And Harrell slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And now, I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Timberwolves leading by 5. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Got a piece of it. From 11 feet away, they get it back. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Thon Maker.
They are just killing him on the interior.
For Miami, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And here are the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Miami. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And it's Harrell missing. It's tipped to the paint. Here's Morris. Back to Smart. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Middleton. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for Miami. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Smart. To the left side wing. Ball with the bucket.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Kicks it out to Jones. And it's Conley penetrating. Left side, Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Jones. That one misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat call time here. A different look for Miami. Smart. Now here's Porter. Here's Maker. To the left wing. Second chance shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. Maker's got 16.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Thomas. Here's Kuzminskis. Good work defensively by Smart.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Thomas goes in. It's good. 8 points for him.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Here's Smart. And another three for Minnesota.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Turner. Here's Kuzminskis. Now, here's Thomas. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Smart misses. 3 seconds left. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And look at and so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Outside Gordon. Porter in the corner. The three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Minnesota. Outside Thomas. Here's Plumlee. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the free throw, no good. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns wide open. No good from outside. Pass to Knox. The three-pointer, no good. The Heat trailed by 8. Here's Turner. And it's blocked by Gordon. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. That's his first foul. Outside Gordon. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Plumlee with the block. Here's LeVert. Miami no good on that time either.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the Heat call time here. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out as far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was Dikembe Mutombo. Some of the things Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. And he put the challenge in front of his players. He said, now's the time when we take control. This is our time, not theirs. Let's go out there and take it to them. We'll see if we got them going, guys.
Thank you, David. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 11. Down low. Here's Harrell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That free throw, no good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom three teams all have the same odds for the top three spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
And Harrell slams it in.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Minnesota calls timeout. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Count it. Good.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
There's Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Back to Harris. Minnesota with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pass to Middleton. Down low. Now Thompson. Back to Harrell. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Thompson misses. Minnesota leading by 13. Stolen by Middleton. Harris. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Towns. No good that time. The Heat trailed by 13. Pass to Harrell. To the paint. Inside. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. To the paint. Towns with the defensive effort. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his third foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 11. On the wing, Morris. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Smart. Hits the three-point bomb. Smart's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Pass to Maker. Outside, Smart. Over Middleton. 5 to shoot. The tray. The offensive rebound. And here is Maker. From past the arc. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Thon Maker.
When it comes to protecting the rim, there are numerous ways to do that. The most excited of those, just send shots back. And that's what he did tonight in volume.
Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Here's Harrell. And he converts the layup. Harrell's got 31 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.